If we're learning something and it is making us a worse person, we're probably on the wrong track. We're getting the wrong kind of wisdom, the wrong kind of knowledge. Like we saw earlier, there is wisdom that does not come from above. It is earthly, it's sensual and demonic. That's the type of knowledge that makes us a worse person. And so we should be observing ourselves. What is the effect of these things that I'm learning? Is it making it easier for me to obey God or harder? True wisdom and knowledge also do not seek to justify sin, but to avoid it. Let's keep reading verse 10 and following. When wisdom enters your heart and knowledge is pleasant to your soul, discretion will preserve you. Understanding will keep you to deliver you from the way of evil, from the man who speaks perverse things, from those who leave the paths of uprightness, to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice in doing evil and delight in the perversity of the wicked, whose ways are crooked, who are devious in their path, to deliver you from the immoral woman, from the seductress who flatters with her words, who forsakes the companion of her youth and forgets the covenant of her God. For her house leads down to death, and her paths to the dead. None who go to her return, nor do they regain the paths of life. When you're reading some materials or when you're consuming entertainment, you're like, they're justifying evil behavior. That may be what they're trying to do. So my suggestion is, that's not true wisdom. Don't give your heart to that. Avoid that. But if you're reading something or consuming some entertainment and you observe in yourself that this really makes me upset about evil or wickedness in the world as I'm reading this, that's probably a good thing. True wisdom and knowledge do not seek to justify sin, but instead to avoid it. Finally, final principle of avoiding the danger of gaining wisdom is that by living by true wisdom, we gain God's blessings. Verse 20 and follow. He says, so you may walk in the way of goodness and keep to the paths of righteousness, for the upright will dwell in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the earth, and the unfaithful will be uprooted from it. Again, this knowledge and wisdom that we're getting is something that we need to put into action. And that's what walking in the way of goodness and keeping to the paths of righteousness involve. And it comes with a promise that God will bless those who live out the true wisdom that he is providing to them.